from the #1.
Pacing Championship was the feature of the 9-event card, and the final itself turned out to be a very, very exciting race. We'll take a look at that shortly. Let's have a look at the opening race, the free-for-all, and the favourite here was Qatari Hunter, and your commentator is Brian Markovic.
Inside the 400 though, Thorlo Bell 2 metres in front, and now pinch forward to Henry Bruce. Back in the field, breaking times run out contact to Gemalinka and Classic Bow, but Thorlo Bell broke away on the turn to the 220. He straightens up 6 metres to Mirren's Choice. Qatari Hunter out wide is coming it after Thorlo Bell, but it's all Thorlo Bell at the 120. He's 6 metres in front. Qatari Hunter making up a lot of ground, can't pick up Thorlo Bell, followed by Mirren's Choice, but Thorlo Bell racing away, scores by 6 metres to Qatari Hunter. 3 metres away, third was Festival Summer, and nose to Mirren's Choice and Magic.
Very smart pacer on his day, Thorlo Bell 7-2, Qatari Hunter the 5-4 favourite running on well, and Festival Summer third at 8-1. In the second event, the first division of the qualifying stakes, Dancing Pebble, the popular pick at odds upon.
Racing, Dancing Pebble went away very quickly indeed. He leads early from on the outside, Vienna Chime. Sid Vicious splitting that pair now to third. Hustler's Reef is racing wide. Waikari Joker fourth out of the straight, followed by Peninsula Boy. In behind them came Kalimna Chief, followed by Moonee Looney, and 5 metres away, Neat Lad. Dancing Pebble just in front of the back straight the first time by a metre. 2 Vienna Chime on the outside. 4 metres away, third is Waikari Joker. 4 metres away, fourth is Sid Vicious, and working up Peninsula Lad on the outside. Hustler's Reef is still scouting wide. In behind them came Kalimna Chief, followed by Moonee Looney, and 6 metres away, Neat Lad. Off the back of the 1300, Dancing Pebble in control by 4 metres. Working around the outside is Hustler's Reef. He now works up to second within a neck of Dancing Pebble. Easing for the 1 hour trail is Vienna Chime, and Waikari Joker racing third on the leader's back. 3 back on the outside is Peninsula Boy. Back on the rail is Sid Vicious. In behind them came Kalimna Chief, followed by Neat Lad, and 2 metres away, Moonee Looney. Around the turn for the bell, a circle left to go. Kalimna Chief now for midfielders going forward 3 wide. Dancing Pebble just in front by a neck. 2 Kalimna Chief out 3 wide. And splitting that pair now is Hustler's Reef. 4 metres away, Waikari Joker. In behind them on the outside is Vienna Chime. 5 metres away, Peninsula Boy. On the rail is Sid Vicious, 3 pairs back, followed by Neat Lad. And up on the outside is Moonee Looney. Out of the straight, the final time at the 700. Dancing Pebble quickens up. They've gone quick by 2 metres. 2 on the outside, Hustler's Reef. He's worked pretty hard. Kalimna Chief out 3 wide is under pressure. Waikari Joker fourth is held up. The centre is Vienna Chime. 4 metres away, Peninsula Boy, followed in behind them by Sid Vicious, Neat Lad, and Moonee Looney. At the 500 though, Dancing Pebble 3 metres in front. He has Hustler's Reef on his outside beaten, so too Kalimna Chief. Waikari Joker looking a chance, can't get a run. In behind them came Vienna Chime. Peninsula Boy now hooked to the outside. Here's Moonee Looney from last out, 5 wide, making up a lot of ground. Sid Vicious can't get a run, second last, and 4 metres away, Neat Lad. At the top of the straight of the 220, Dancing Pebble straightens up 4 metres in front. Moonee Looney on the outside, those coming home like a train. Moonee Looney's coming out after Dancing Pebble. He's veering out badly, Dancing Pebble. He's out towards the centre. Moonee Looney is bridging the gap. Moonee Looney's doing a little bit the better than Dancing Pebble. He's grabbing him in the shadows of the post, and Moonee Looney may have wanted a nose to Dancing Pebble. Nothing in it though. Third placing may have gone to Vienna Chime, just in front of Sid Vicious. Making ground was Neat Lad with Peninsula Boy. Then Kalimna Chief, followed by Waikari Joker, and last in was Hustler's Reef.
Moonee Looney coming from a long way back to score at 7-1 narrowly from the 5-2 on favourite Dancing Pebble, which didn't have a lot of peace in front of Vienna Chime, flashing home third at 50-1. In the consolation of the Australian Pacing Championship, the third race, the favourite here was Narden's Castle at 9-4.
Mobile about to pull away, they're racing. Doge Bye-Bye, Adios Moth all began quickly with Narden's Castle, holding them out for the moment from the pole. Colt Seaber's racing 4 out, Crystal Glenmar 5 out. In behind them came Bundanoon to 6th early, followed by Lincoln Storm and Panion. 6 metres away, Smiley Lad, and 3 metres away, Town Royal. In front early though, Narden's Castle by 2 metres. Working up on the outside is Colt Seaber's, followed by Crystal Glenmar. He's racing wide. On the leader's back early is Adios Moth, and 5th on the outside, Doge Bye-Bye. On its back in turn, the stablemate Bundanoon, followed by Panion, 3 back on the fence from Smiley Lad. Lincoln Storm second last, and 4 metres away Town Royal. Narden's Castle just in front down the straight the first time, 2 circuits to go. At the winning post, he's a neck in front of Crystal Glenmar. 3 metres away third is Adios Moth, and fourth on the outside Colt Sievers. On his back in turn is Doja Bye Bye, on the rail is Panion. Working up on the fences Smiley Lad, followed by Bundanoon. He's third last at the 1600, 4 metres away Lincoln Storm, and 4 metres away Town Royal. Entering the back straight once again, they've gone the first circuit. Narden's Castle given a breather. He's 4 metres in front of Adios Moth. A metre the outside Crystal Glenmar having no luck. Fourth on the outside, Colt Sievers, and fifth on the rail is Panion. Going forward now, Bundanoon from third last out 3 wide at the 1300. Lincoln Storm on his back, followed by Smiley Lad, and Town Royal going forward on the back of Lincoln Storm. At the lap and a quarter mark, they clap up the speed. It's Narden's Castle just in front by a metre. Bundanoon's gone up sharply on the outside. This leaves Lincoln Storm out 3 wide without cover. On his back in turn is Town Royal, 1 out with the sitters Crystal Glenmar. On the leader's back is Adios Moth, followed by Panion, 3 back on the fence from Colt Sievers. Down the back of the lap and a half mark, he was 1 by 1. He's now second last. On his outside is Smiley Lad, and 4 metres away Doja Bye Bye. At the Judges' circle left to go. Lincoln Storm now works up on the outside to join Narden's Castle. He's been tested in front. Bundanoon now eases for the 1-out trail. Town Royal 3 wide. Adios Moth can't get a crack at them, neither can Panion, followed by Crystal Glenmar. Colt Sievers on the back of Smiley Lad second last, and 2 metres away Doja Bye Bye. They're jamming up at the back though at the 600. Narden's Castle a metre in front. Lincoln Storm's under pressure, so is Town Royal out 3 wide. Adios Moth is bolting, he can't get a crack at them, followed by Bundanoon. He's about to hook to the outside, 4 wide from Smiley Lad, not going well. Panion angling 1 off the fence, followed by Crystal Glenmar. Then Doja Bye Bye, and dropping out Colt Sievers. Before the turn though, 350 metres out. Narden's Castle going okay. He's 3 metres in front. Under pressure Lincoln Storm. Adios Moth, the main danger, can't get a run, followed by Bundanoon. Then Panion badly hemmed in. At the top of the straight of the 180, Narden's Castle 3 metres in front. Lincoln Storm can't pick him up. Adios Moth now switches to the inside, followed by Bundanoon. Narden's Castle a metre in front. He's getting wary. Lincoln Storm, Adios Moth, and Panion starting to fly on the outside. A 4-way go. Adios Moth on the inside may have wanted a nose to Panion, and a nose away Narden's Castle, and a nose to Lincoln Storm in a 4-way photo. Bundanoon close up with Doja Bye Bye, Crystal Glenmar, Town Royal, Smiley Lad, and last in was Colt Sievers.
Well called, Brian Markovic. The margin's a short half head by a short half head. Adios Moth at 10 to 1. Panion 4 to 1. Narden's Castle 9 to 4 favourite in a great go in the consolation. The Black Irish Stakes race 4 and the favourite Sir Rival 10 to 9 off.
Green light on, racing, great start too. Napoleon Boy from 5 began quickly. He's looking for the lead, but so too out wide as Sammy Lowe. Sir Rival going forward. Pure and Simple is trying to hold out Napoleon Boy. Keeler Road, Haughty Lord now easing. Flying Looney is 6th on, settling down. In behind them came Tempest Neva as Pure and Simple leads Napoleon Boy early, and behind them Hal Lachlan second last, and 4 metres away Keystone Lucy. In the straight the first time, and Sir Rival the favourites out 3 wide. Pure and Simple's in front though by 2 metres to Sir Rival the outside. Moving up to be third on the fences, Flying Looney is the favourite now. Sir Rival crosses Pure and Simple, so Flying Looney's now 3 back on the fence. Working up on the outside without cover Napoleon Boy. On his back is Haughty Lord. Tempest Neva 4 back on the fence, followed by Keeler Road. In behind them Hal Lachlan, followed by Keystone Lucy, and 4 metres away Sammy Lowe. At the 1650 metre turn, and Sir Rival's in front. He's the pilot by 4 metres to Napoleon Boy. A metre back on the inside is Pure and Simple. 4th on the outside is Haughty Lord. On the rail and 5th is Flying Looney, followed by Keeler Road. Tempest Neve of the fence, 4 metres away Hal Lachlan, followed by Keystone Lucy, and back of the tail is Sammy Lowe. Halfway on the back straight once again, short of a lap and a half left to go, and Sir Rival clear by 4 metres to Napoleon Boy, who's sitting up second without cover and having no luck. 2 metres away, third, Pure and Simple. Haughty Lord is 1 out with the trail. 5th on the inside is Flying Looney. Working up is Keeler Road, followed by Tempest Neva. Then Keystone Lucy, followed by Hal Lachlan, and 2 metres away, Sammy Lowe. On the turn for the bell, and just in front, Sir Rival by a metre. 2 on the outside, Napoleon Boy. He's worked pretty hard, though, and Sir Rival's under a very good hold. 3rd placing, Pure and Simple. 4th on the outside, Haughty Lord. Flying Looney's been well tried. He's 3 back on the fence and badly hemmed in. Then Kilo Road on his outer, and behind them came Tempest Neva. Then Keystone Lucy, Hal Lachlan, and 2 metres away Sammy Lowe. In the final lap at the 800, Sir Rival just in front by 2 metres to Napoleon Boy. Fourth on the outside, Haughty Lord now hooks to the outside, 3 wide. Disables now Flying Looney to come 1 off the fence to be 5th. In behind them, Pure and Simple on the leader's back. 4 metres away, Tempest Neva. Back in behind them, Keystone Lucy. Then Kilo Road, Hal Lachlan, and 4 metres away, Sammy Lowe. At the 500, though, Sir Rival just in front. Haughty Lord out 3 wide now joins him, but Sir Rival held together at the 450. Under a lot of pressure, Napoleon Boy. Every chance, Flying Looney if good enough. He hooks to the outside. Then Pure and Simple, followed by Tempest Neva. In behind them, Kilo Road, followed by Keystone Lucy, Sammy Lowe, and Hal Lachlan. Around the turn, though, at the 250, Sir Rival a neck in front. Off on the outside, Haughty Lord. And now Flying Looney given full bore on the outside, coming out after Sir Rival, followed by Pure and Simple. At the 120, Sir Rival a metre in front. Flying Looney on the outside is bridging the gap, and here's Tempest Neva starting to fly. Sir Rival just in front. On the outside, Flying Looney wearing him down near the line, and Flying Looney, I reckon, has wanted a nose to Sir Rival. Pure and Simple may have run third, a half head in front of Tempest Neva. Another great finish. Then Hal Lachlan, close up Haughty Lord. Then Kilo Road from Sammy Lowe, Keystone Lucy, and last in was Napoleon Boy.
Yes, it certainly was a great finish, and Flying Looney getting up in the last stride to win by a half head at 7-2 under vigorous driving from Johnny McLean. Second, Sir Rival 10-9 on, and third was Tempest Neva at 66-1. They were the first 4 from the Valley last night, back with the final of the Australian Pacing Championship after this break. For the running of the Australian Pacing Championship final, and after being unbeaten in the series, Glenn's Thunder, who'd been most impressive in winning its 2 races, was the even money favourite. There were 2 other horses unbeaten. They were quite famous, and Jack Brandon, and it turned out to be a thrilling finish.
Racing. Welcome Frost began quickly. Toby Dwayne didn't go the early toe. Glenn's Thunder driven out early. He's crossing from the outside looking for the lead. Game Oro going forward with Welcome Frost and Jack Brandon. 4 in line coming off the back. Easing in behind them is Ambro Gold, followed by Iramu. Then Quite Famous, followed by Elliot, and behind them came Gosh, and 6 metres away, Toby Dwayne. Around the turn the first time. In front, Game Oro. He holds out Glenn's Thunder by 2 metres. 6 metres away, third, Jack Brandon. In behind them, Welcome Frost, followed by Iramu. 3 metres away, Ambro Gold, as Glenn's Thunder now takes on Game Oro at the winning post the first time with 2 circuits to go. And he crosses now Glenn's Thunder out of the straight the first time by 5 metres to Game Oro. 4 metres away, third, Jack Brandon, followed by Welcome Frost. Jack Brandon comes 1 off the fence, so Welcome Frost is now 1 out with the trail. Iramu is 3 back on the fence. Moving up is Ambro Gold. Then Quite Famous, he's 4 back on the outside. In behind them came Toby Dwayne, followed by Elliot, and 4 metres away, Gosh. Along the back inside the 1600, Glenn's Thunder in front by 3 metres. 2 on the outside, Jack Brandon. 2 metres away, third is Game Oro. 4th on the outside is Welcome Frost. On his back is Ambro Gold. In behind them came Iramu. Quite Famous is 4 back on the outside. In behind them came Toby Dwayne, followed by Elliot. And 2 metres away, Gosh, who's back at the tail. Inside the 1250 metre point, approaching the turn for the bell. They've gone quickly. Glenn's Thunder, he's 2 metres in front. Jack Brandon sitting up second without cover. Third place in Game Oro. 4th on the outside, Welcome Frost. Ambro Gold is 3 back on the outside of Iramu. Quite Famous is 4 back on the outside of Toby Dwayne. Second last on the outside is Elliot, and back on the rail is Gosh. At the winning post, a circuit to go in the Winfield Pacing Championship final for 85. Glenn's Thunder, he worked early. He's a metre in front of Jack Brown on the outside. 2 metres away, third is Game Oro. From third last now, Quite Famous hooks to the outside. Welcome Frost is 1 out with the trail. On the leader's back now, held up as Game Oro. Back in behind them is Ambro Gold. Iramu 3 back on the fence. In behind them, Toby Dwayne, followed by Elliot. And 2 metres away, Gosh is last. Along the back, 600 metres out, they quicken up. Glenn's Thunder 2 metres in front of Jack Brand on the outside. He's worked pretty hard. Quite Famous out 3 wide, making ground. Game Oro 4th is held up, followed by Welcome Frost. In behind them is Umbro Gold, followed by Toby, Dwayne Elliott, Iramu, and 4 metres away Gosh. Approaching the turn though at the 350. Glenn's Thunder ahead in front of Jack Brand on the outside, followed by Quite Famous, still making ground. Game Oro held up, followed by Welcome Frost and Umbro Gold. Elliott back in behind them as Iramu, followed by Gosh. At the top of the straight, a line of 3. Glenn's Thunder collared by Jack Brandon, and Quite Famous coming at them quickly on the outside. Here's Welcome Frost, he's starting to fly on the outside. Jack Brandon a metre in front. Quite Famous wearing him down on the outside. Jack Brandon hanging on, and Jack Brandon has wanted a neck on the line to Quite Famous, and a neck away third Gosh, who flew home. Game Oro close up from Toby Dwayne, then Welcome Frost. Glenn's Thunder weakened from Iramu Elliott, and last in was Umbro Gold.
Perfectly driven by Peter McCraw, and a great win to Jack Brandon in the final of the Pacing Championship at 9-2 from the Flying Gosh at 16-1, getting up to run second. Quite Famous, a strong effort at 9-2, and Glenn's Thunder, after working early and then setting a fast pace throughout, weakening in the last bit, unplaced at even money. In race 6, the Trotters event, the favourite Big Jake at 6-4.
Big General tracking him. Back in behind them came Mount Arm, followed by Admiral Aaron. At the top of the straight, 4J has quickly got to Down South Clare. And here's Big Jake on the outside, and after 4J. At the 120 though, 4J 3 metres in front. Big J trying very hard to pick him up from Super Spree, but 4J too good. 4J wins 3 metres on the line to Big Jake. He broke shortly after the line. Super Spree has run third, followed by Mount Arm.
Very smart trotter at his best. 4J 7-2, the favourite second Big Jake 6-4, and Super Spree third at 4s. In race 7, Honourable Sir the favourite at 7-4.
Union General has broken up. They're set and they're racing. Union General buck jumping shortly after. Honourable Sir from the pole began quickly. He leads comfortably early from Foreign Title, Hook, Line and Sinker. Easing in behind them now, One Happy Fella to be fourth on the fence out of the straight, followed by Plain Rapper. In behind them came Ho Toy, followed by Ida Mac, and 35 metres away back in the field is Union General. At the 1600 metre turn, Honourable Sir in front by 5 metres to Foreign Title. A neck back on the inside as Hook, Line and Sinker. Working up as Plain Rapper, fourth on the outside of One Happy Fella. 3 metres away, Ida Mac, a break of 5 metres to Ho Toy, and tailed off as Union General. At the 1350, Honourable Sir left alone early by a sulky's length to Foreign Title. 2 metres away, third Hook, Line and Sinker. Plain Rapper racing fourth. Fifth on the inside, One Happy Fella. He's in a nasty pocket early. 3 back on the fence, followed by Ida Mac and Ho Toy, and 120 metres away, Union General. Approaching the turn for the bell, Honourable Sir in front. He's been left alone by 2 metres to Foreign Title. The Roan sitting up second without cover. Third placing Hook, Line and Sinker. A neck fourth on the outside as Plain Rapper. On his back in turn is Ida Mac, followed by One Happy Fella, who's not at the moment. 5 metres to Ho Toy, and 60 metres away Union General. At the winning post, a lap left to go. Honourable Sir travelling kindly in front by a metre. 2 Foreign Title the outside. Third placing Hook, Line and Sinker. Fourth on the outside, Plain Rapper. He's mixing his gear for a stride or two out of the straight. One Happy Fella in need of a run, followed by Ida Mac. In behind them, Ho Toy, and tailed off Union General. At the 650, Honourable Sir still held together by 2 metres to Foreign Title. He's had no luck, followed by Hook, Line and Sinker. He's in need of a run, followed by Plain Rapper under pressure fourth. Ida Mac now hooks to the outside, followed by One Happy Fella. He's second last, and 10 metres to Ho Toy, and tailed off Union General. At the 500 though, Honourable Sir shaken up. He's 4 metres in front. Foreign Title under pressure, followed by Ida Mac. The other Roan making ground 3 wide. Then Hook, Line and Sinker, followed by Plain Rapper. 6 metres away, One Happy Fella. He's not going well, followed by Ho Toy. Around the turn though at the 250. Ida Mac on the outside lays down the gauntlet to Honourable Sir. 4 metres away, Hook, Line and Sinker making ground to third. At the top of the straight, Ida Mac drew a metre in front of Honourable Sir. Hook, Line and Sinker on the outside is out after Ida Mac. Ida Mac 2 metres in front. Hook, Line and Sinker doing a little bit the better. He's grabbing Ida Mac in the shadows of the post, and Hook, Line and Sinker has 1.5 head to Ida Mac. A metre away third was Honourable Sir. One Happy Fella made ground.
It was just a matter of him getting out. Hook, Line and Sinker 6-1 in the last top over Ida Mac 5-2, and Honourable Sir 7-4 favourite. The upset of the night in race 8, Smooth Falcon at 14-1 on.
Around the turn, though, 300 metres out. Young Serenader a neck in front of Smooth Falcon, who still hasn't been called upon. He now joins Young Serenader on the turn, and Vinnie Knight looks across the right shoulder, followed by Rivoli Jack and Bobby's Pet and Smoky Bray at the 150. He now goes for Smooth Falcon. He drew a metre in front of Young Serenader. Rivoli Jack on the outside is coming out after Smooth Falcon. He's doing the better, Rivoli Jack. He's grabbing Smooth Falcon in the shadows of the post, and there's a boil over. Rivoli Jack has won by a metre to Smooth Falcon. 6 metres away third may have been Smoky Bray, just in front of Young Serenader.
Smooth Falcon lost his chance at the start, beaten at 14-1 on by the 7-1 Pop Rivoli Jack. Smoky Bray 125s. In the last, the favourite here, Passanel at 2-1.
In behind them, Copper Bray. 6 metres away, Rose Whisper, followed by Pacing Capatina. 20 metres away, Hoofbeat, as Our Sally draws to the lead on the home turn. Well back as Passanel, followed by Sky Chief and Kunara Summit. Our Sally, though, raced to the lead on the turn. At the 200, though, she pinched 4 metres to Lyndon Rowan. Magnum Opus can't go on from Copper Bray. Pacing Capatina down the outside. Our Sally at the 120 is 3 metres in front. Lyndon Rowan slowly but surely bridging the gap on the outside. Our Sally a neck in front. Lyndon Rowan lunging on the outside, and Lyndon Rowan has got up and wanted a half head to Our Sally. A big performance, Lyndon Rowan. Third placing, maybe Pacing Capatina, just in front of Copper Bray.
A night of close finishes. Lyndon Rowan 7-2, taking out the last, and the favourite Passanel unplaced at 2s. The doubles from Moonee Valley, extra double 7 and 2, 38.45. The daily double 2 and 2, $40.25. And the quadrilla 7 triple 2, $3,189.30. And that was harness racing at Moonee Valley last night. World of Sport is coming up with Bill Collins. Hope you can stay with us.
World of Sport Replay was another 7 Sport presentation.
Hello, Matt.